جاهز يا محمد؟
جاهز دكتور.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. نبدأ على بركة الله مناقشة اطروحة طالب الماجستير طالب الدكتوراه محمد جمال أحمد الموسومة sedimentary and geochemistry of upper cretaceous or oceanic red beds in northern Iraq. تشكلت اللجنة من الأساتذة الدكتور معتز رئيسا والأستاذ المساعد الدكتور سعد زكي عضوا، واللي شرفنا اليوم دكتور ستار جبار عضوا حضر من البصرة. احنا يعني السفر طريق واخوي العزيز الاستاذ الدكتور سلام رئيس قسم الجيولوجي عضوا. اول مره يصير ماكوش في الاتحاد يقوه لا يعني على اساس البالنتولوجي ويا الصفور. اي بارك الله فيكم. اي يعني بالعكس يغنيها والاستاذه العزيزه بنتنا واختنا العزيزه دكتوره سوسن هم انا جتي من مكان بعيد بصراحه، فاهلا وسهلا بكم عيني شرفتونا. وكانت الاطروحه باشراف الدكتور مازن الاستاذ الفاضل اخونا العزيز والاستاذ الفاضل الدكتور تامر كمشرفين على الاطروحه. فاهلا وسهلا بكم ونشكر الحضور ونشكر محمد اللي دعيت لنا هيك حضور. فانا بالنسبه لي هاي 10 درجات لك وصل. لا دكتور رافع صدق دكتور الدباس والاساتذه الافاضل يعني كلهم اساتذه افاضل بارك الله فيكم. فوق ال100 يحفظكم الله. فتفضل محمد والدكتوره طبعا اخوتنا الدكتور ايتم الدكتور منال يعني لانه هو والدكتور قصي. مأمون مأمون تبعنا دكتور مأمون عبيد اقول لك ايه مناقشة اساس مجموعة الطبقات والمتحجرات بس تبقى رشوة. بارك الله فيكم. يعني تعذروني اللي ما شفته بارك الله فيكم. ماجد دكتور محمد اعطينا نبذة قصيرة جدا لانه الاساتذة هسه راح نشوف استاذ سعد محضر لك يعني يمكن نفسك ولا تسأل. فانت ربع ساعه اعطينا نبذه لانه احنا قاريها اوكي؟ اعطينا لا عبالك هذا الدكتور مازن استاذ فاضل هو اللي يبين انه كلها قاريها بشكل جيد. محمد نبذه قصيره وتفضل بارك الله فيك.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السيد رئيس لجنة المناقشة وأعضائها المحترمون، السادة الحضور الكرام، أسعدتم صباحا وطاب يومكم. The title of this research is The Sedimentology and Geochemistry of Upper Cretaceous Oceanic Red Beds CORBs in Northern Iraq. Introduction. The Upper Cretaceous Oceanic Red Beds can be defined as a pelagic sediments that deposited in Upper Cretaceous basin. They are wide separate in the northern teeths and they have deployment in Iraq too. In this study, first CORB or first reddish pelagic sediment began deposited about 670 million years, followed by the OAE2, Oxic and Oxic Event 2. Geographical location: the studied area is situated in the northeastern part of Iraq. It extending from Zakho city to in northwest towards to the Darbandi Khan Lake in the southeast. It falls in three governorate, Slemania, Erbil and Duhok. The objective of this study is there are three main objectives. One, studying the Upper Cretaceous Oceanic Red Beds Shiranish CORBs from its sedimentological viewpoint. Two, comparison with the parts of Shiranish formation that lakes CORBs. The final objective study the geochemical relation of these sediments. Geological framework. The exposed geological formation in this area mostly ranging from middle Eocene age Velaspi formation to the late Campanian age Bakhma formation. This it exposed at unstable shelf, and it characterized by high Fordyce zone and Zagros structure zone. The lithology of these formations include limestone, dolostone, sandstone, shale, marl, siltstone, and claystone. This table shows the formation and that separated in the studied area. This figure shows the geological map and showing the studied sections. The red color belong CORBs, and the black color the sections without CORB. Material and method. The material and method include 3 steps: field work, office work, and laboratory work. The first step is field work, include 2 field touring reconnaissance and making many traverse. Describe 6 selected of these sections. The laboratory includes making 149 thin sections for petrology, making 20 thin sections for nanofossils, and 180 samples for carbonate content examination, 110 samples for XRD, 322 samples power and rock sample for X-ray fluorescence, and 75 sample for total organic content. Finally, we have 17 samples for isotopes C13 and O18. These tables, the following tables, shows the samples number and its testing. Office work, we have 2 steps for office work. Office work before the field work and office work after the field work. Before the field work, we collection the literatures about the research, and the office work post the field work, the laboratory analysis collection, and we preparing to final map and writing. Petrology and mineralogy. Lithology of studied sections. We have 6 sections. We studied it. The first one is jelly sections. It located in the Erbil Governorate, about 11 kilometers north of Quesinjak. And this is the satellite image of GS section. This is the outcrop of GS sections, and this is the lithology columnar of GS. Another sections, we have CS sections. Also, it located near Dokan Lake, about 8.6 kilometer northeast Quesinjak, and this is the satellite image. This is the outcrop, and this is the geological columnar. The third one, Dokan, we have. This is the satellite image, and this is the outcrop of Dokan. This is the geological columnar. The fourth is we have Smakuli. This is the satellite image, and this is outcrop with this columnar section. Darbandi Khan section. This is the satellite image of Darbandi Khan and this columnar section. The last one we have Qaradagh section. This section is located near Sulaimaniya city, and this is the columnar section of Qaradagh. Petrology. For carbonate rock, we use the Dunham classification, and for claystone we use the Peter John classification. Skeletal and grains and non-skeletal grains. This is the subdivisions of skeletal and non-skeletal. This plate shows the Globitroncana in CS section, many species of Globitroncana, and this plate shows the Globitroncana with Globigerina and Pileodes and Echinoderm. The plate number 3 shows extraclast, pellets, rhodest, and green algae with monarch. The fourth one shows also the Paleoglobigerina and Eoglobigerina and other species. Nanofossils. This is an important point for this research. Nanofossils, we checked nanofossils, the GS section from the GS section by 19 smear slide. Most of samples shows poor preservation with strong diagenetic overgrowth on nanofossils. However, some remains may already indicate a Cenozoic Paleocene-Danian age for this interval. This figure shows the distribution of nanofossils in the study area, and the red nanofossils is of Danian, and the figure number 1, plate number 1 is the macula of Danian nanofossils of Danian age. Orthogenic mineral, we have 4 orthogenic mineral: pyrite mineral and glauconite mineral, iron oxide minerals, hematite especially, and we have the silicate mineral. This figure shows mineralogy of Sharanish CORBs, mineralogical composition. From the XRD test, we have these samples including calcite, quartz, mixed clay mineral such as smectite, illite, monzonite, and kaolinite, hematite, feldspar, and little amount of pyrite. This figure shows the XRD pattern, and the table shows the distribution of the mineral for CS section. Geochemistry, bulk geochemistry, the major oxide percent and the trace element ppm distribution in all sections and its average presence can be observed in these tables. Table number 1 shows the major, and table number 2 shows the minor or trace elements. The geochemical results were compatible with the standard results for presence in the shale and carbonate according to Turkin and Whitford. This is the table shows this comparison. This figure shows the positive and reverse linear relationship between alumina and some main elements. It shows a good positive linear relationship between alumina and Fe, K, potassium, and titanium. The figure shows also the reverse linear relationship between alumina and Ca and P, and shows also without any relation with Mn. Geochemical ratios. We used many ratios to prove the oxidizing environment for the rock sample in the present study. This is the table of ratios. Total organic content measurement, TOC percent. In a present study, the TOC content in red bed Sharanish CORBs less than its presence in the non-red bed, and this table shows that differences. Carbonate content determinations, CaCO3 percent. This table shows the distribution of CaCO3 in all type of sections.